Might be a good idea to check it out.
He wants to go to Brazil for the party.
I mean, it's an idea. It's just an idea. You know, I just want to go to Brazil, you know, to support my brother, you know, protect him from Carlos, make sure, you know, everything goes nice and steady.
I don't care if he...
So we're in for another season. Yeah, we're in for another season of John. I do apologize, I had to do that. Of John interfering in Patrick and Thias's relationship. It's so sad, isn't it? Because this is what we experienced the first time that we saw Patrick and Thias on screen. John was there being the third wheel, being the irritating, annoying third wheel. And now we're back for another season and looks like John's is in the same place. So he wants to go to Brazil. This is the first time Thias is going to Brazil ever since she came to the States, ever since she got married to Patrick, and ever since they've had their firstborn. And this is her chance to go back home, introduce, you know, the grandchild to her father, for her father that, if you remember correctly, wasn't exactly happy with the fact that Thias had left Brazil to marry Patrick. But hey, you know, he's about to meet his grandchild for the very first time and see his daughter for the first time in a while. So if anything, he's going to want that meeting to go well. And to be honest with you, given the fact that Patrick doesn't have the best of relationship with Thias' father, you would think his priorities are based on making sure that he has the best impression possible on her father rather than worrying about his brother wanting to be there because his brother wants to spend time with them. You know, Thias' father needs to know that her daughter is in good hands because she lives in a different country. She's not just down the road, she's in a whole other country. She just makes sure that Patrick is that man and most importantly, that anybody that Patrick revolves himself around are good people. John, I'm not saying he's a bad person, but he's not going to be the best of representations of being good people that are around Patrick. Let's continue.
invite himself, I just don't want him to come. It's been 2 years since I haven't come back, and it's already bad blood between my dad and Patrick. Disaster. And he being around my family, it could be a disaster. Know what I think already?
You don't want him to come?
No, because, like, doesn't make sense. Then, finally, Patrick and me moved here in Las Vegas. And now he's coming to Brazil with us. Like, I can't believe I can get away from this guy.
And you're also crazy. John has just proposed to Megan. Okay? And you think that John's priorities right now would be, you know, being with Megan, spend as much time as her, and spend as much time with her daughter. But instead, he wants to prioritize coming to Brazil for however long with his brother. Talk about priorities being in the wrong place, because if anything, John has a lot of work to do with Megan in terms of making sure that their engagement is going to actually end up in a marriage. And make sure that his relationship with Megan's child is going to be a one that he's going to be happy to do, and he's going to be a relationship where he's going to be happy to step up to be that stepdaddy. Not to prioritize going to Brazil. Why? For what reason? For what purpose? You can go to Brazil any other time. Why not go there with Megan at some point? But hey.
Get it. I mean, I think John just wants to come and, you know.
So you want John come with us?
No, I'm trying to understand.
No, you were trying to explain.
Well, me, I'm trying to understand from his perspective. Like, maybe that's what he's thinking.
But now you have to, you know, make compromise.
What do you mean you're trying to understand from his perspective? Why does John's perspective matter in this conversation? The only perspective that matters is your wife's. The only perspective that matters is your child's. The only perspective that matters is your family, the family that you have now created, not the family that you came from. John should not be your priority. John's perspective should not be it. At least not in this situation. In some situations, maybe yes. But in this one, hell no. But if anything, I wouldn't be surprised if this was just an idea cooked up by TLC. But hey, the last time we saw Patrick and Thias and John on screen, like on the first time, one of Thias's biggest issues with Patrick was that he had no idea how to, or was unwillingness to tell his brother no. And that's something that definitely got the best of Thias, and that's something that definitely made their relationship a lot hard to bear. And the fact that they stayed in this position is ridiculous. To think that he just came out of, to think that we've just seen the single life, and he was commenting so heavily on John making the wrong choices in terms of wanting to marry Megan or wanting to propose to Megan. Meanwhile, he can't even make the right choices in his own relationship when it comes to making sure that he tells John no. You can tell John or tell Megan that John isn't good for you, or you two aren't going to work because John's still a child, but you can't even tell John that he can't come to Brazil because your wife doesn't want him to come because she needs to make a good impression for your sake to her father. Make that make sense. Jesus.
With me that you have to keep an eye on him. You keep John out of trouble.
I'm gonna try.
That's on you. If John messes anything up, that's on you.
I agree. If John messes anything up, that is on you, Patrick. 1000%. I do apologize that I had to obviously, scrub my nose, but this illness is not good. And I'm having to remake videos 2 times, so screw it. If you see me using the tissue, just be happy it's a tissue, not my finger. Okay, I'm gonna cough now. Oh boy, yeah. But with that being said though, let me know your thoughts and your opinions down below, and we can also talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.